And as sure as the sun rises, we are back. Half Hour Henshin, episode 74. I am Sleepy Witch, joined by, as always,
DJ Azure, the 2.5D here with TalkTuber.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Spanner episode.
Yeah.
Part 2.
So, we got the best payoff we could have gotten for this man.
Yeah. It was really intense. First of all, his parents, being brought back again and him being like, I can kill them in front of you as many times as you'd like.
Dude, when we opened with that, I was like, dude, that is so supremely fucked up.
Yep. And then, we see, the really fucked up Spanner and his parents, realizing it's him, and they do, one bit of alchemy from the dead with, a piece of, a hubcap. I don't know hard part. A piece that falls off Spanner.
Mm-hmm.
They, transmute it together, even though the dead aren't supposed to be able to create alchemy. After that, they can't be brought back from the dead.
Honestly, that was sick as hell.
That's so
even
cool.
Yeah.
A parent's love, defying the rules of alchemy to, save their boy. That's very wholesome. It's very cute.
Yeah.
God, I still love the Amalgam Spanner design, though. It's so good. It's so fucked up looking. And again, God, holding the Valvorad mask in that little hand is so, chef's kiss. It's such a beautiful design.
It really is. But yeah, and then he goes off, and then, of course, here we are with the Villa Sisters, and them getting beat up again, because...
Yeah, I just love that, he does, beat the shit out of the Angels, another, I have to, oops, gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, it's they're just getting, just absolutely torn apart, but... what's really sweet though is that you basically see the kids. I'm just gonna call them as the kids at this point because Spanner is supposed to be 19, right? I think it was.
Yeah, he's a graduate technically.
Yeah, and then but they go to his mentor and say we need to figure this out, and they all start working together. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that she calls Ichinose Easy Breezy Boy. That's such a good nickname for him.
It is. But yeah, he gets scanned. He they basically are trying their hardest to combine to just complete the driver.
Yeah, we're getting some alchemy montages, and we get to see Ichinose fuck up doing alchemy.
Yeah. And then, and then of course, because what's really cool about having so many villains essentially is that unlike most villains that even though they kind of were doing one at a time, they work as a team a lot, and it gets really messed up when they say, "Let's make them split the party." Yep. And that's a big thing in this episode because the mentor has to deal with has to deal with what was it? I think it was Minato this episode, right?
Yeah. Oh man, I also just again I've been telling you that I've been holding up hope for Minato, and this episode just continues to let me hold out hope because him showing up to kill his mentor, and to quote unquote beat up Spanner. First of all, only to lose, but he loses and he basically hands over the driver.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. It's because even kind of as we've been saying, even he's seen that Girion's going a little too far.
Also, the intensity of the fact that after the episode is over, he's very clearly really hurt. Mm-hmm. He took on those full attacks from Spanner. And is not doing good.
He's not doing good. But then we get another flashback. It all keeps coming down to this flashback. With Girion and his parents.
Yeah, and with the fact that at the end of the day, they still wanted to protect him. They loved him, and their love for him shines through, and that's what lets him like reforge his flames, I was not ready for Mad Wheel to like reform itself.
Yeah, into Mock Wheel.
Which is cool, though it's not beating the Hot Wheel allegations for the upgrades.
It is. It's really not.
But that was super cool. Also, just as a general form, just finding out, like, because I was assuming, oh, you know, he's got 6 and 6 instead of 10. His number's 12, so I assumed that like he was gonna have combinations of things to add up to 12, the way that things add up to 10. But it turns out he's just 2 of the same number as his bit.
But yeah, it's like honestly, it's like crazy too, because when he does his final hit on Minato, it's like he was just that angry that he was able to do it untransformed. Like that is also sick too.
Yep,
untransformed
with just the Valva and like his innate power or whatever.
Oh man, yeah, like that was just so cool. And then we basically cut back to like seeing the like where Majade and Gotchard are fighting the Bill sisters, and also once again more untransformed fighting, because it's crazy how like they can hold up like even when they're just being support for Amalgam, like they're like they don't mess around, and that's why I really like the Bill sisters.
Yeah, oh my god, Spanner's entrance into this last scene was so fucking good. Just him walking up, we get the pause, we're getting all the like car revving engine noises. We get to see his mentor is alive, and that's when we're like, yeah, okay, Minato's not, being super truthful about being evil.
Yeah. And then like I said, I really do really like how the suit still looks like
him. Yeah, again, I feel like my biggest complaint, just like design wise, is that I feel like the Valva driver looks a little too much like the Igniter. Like they feel very similar when you like.
Isn't it not just the Igniter? Like what's different? Or I can't tell the difference if there is one.
I thought it was like a slight difference, but that is my main complaint, is that they look basically like identical.
Yeah, so if anything, this is just not beating the Kamen Rider Drive allegations, because there was a really cool transformation they have, Dead Heat, where Mach and Drive basically share one, and Dead Heat obviously like they basically like essentially share that shift car to basically like transform in each of their ways. So like yeah, it's just interesting. But yeah, like but yeah, and then we do get to see Orochi guts, and that was so sick. The way this suit fights, or this power up fights, it is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Also, him saying this is checkmate, just to have more chess analogies for him. Love it.
Yeah, this suit was insane. First of all, the going through the different gears, because he's a car and he's like a manual car, super good. Again, we get to see the really good contrast that the Amalgam was powering him up, because he was still beating the Angel as the Amalgam, but it was all really rough and really desperate. And now he's literally just walking up, dodging everything, blocking everything, and then just almost one-shots him.
Yeah, he was just walking up and just dodging, just nonchalantly, saying, "Oh, okay,
yep.
cool."
And I love that it's we have kind of another speed-based suit, and it uses its little things of it's a battle skirt thing to stabilize him while he dodges.
Yeah, and then Jamata no Orochi, and it's that's also sick. I'm not sure though. Is Valverad's actually, I don't think it might just be just doubles of the same thing too. I think it's just gonna be vehicles and mythological creatures, because he does have an Oni. He's using Yamato no Orochi, and because he has a number 4. Number 4 was also Angel Beat, or
Angel Boy. But that makes sense. There's doubles for those specific categories, because I think all of Majade's are probably going to be fantasy based.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm actually curious as to how that's gonna go.
I was gonna say that is my only like kind of complaint here as a general thing is that like Majade debuted and is basically just had the Majade form, and this guy's debuting with an extra form, and then we've seen in the preview that he's gonna get another suit next episode form, and I'm like, you guys are gonna give Majade like more than one suit, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I think they're basically saving it up, mostly because like I think they did need to, like like don't forget, like since New Year's, we've seen Kamen Rider Majid and Kamen Rider Valrad in the opening, and it's only like what is it 4 weeks into the year, like with that new opening that we're finally it was actually no 5 weeks into the new year, and we're finally getting to see them getting to see the suits in show.
Yeah.
It's like it's just fitted in.
No, I know, and I'm hoping that's just the case. I'm hoping I'm just not overthinking things. But like, I'm gonna be really disappointed, if like 10 episodes from now, Majade still only has like the base suit.
But what I will say though is that it's fine because the suit looks cool, and number two, if she's able to just keep kicking everyone's ass with just a base suit, that works.
It does, but I feel like, especially for like something like this, where like the fun part is doing all the different suit changes mid battle, and like, why are we not giving her like the core mechanic of the show? Like, you guys made like fucking hundreds of cards for this. Why did you not give her any?
We'll see. Because I mean, I like we'll see because it might just be planets and myths as well too. So
yeah, which again thematically really cool. The same way that like vehicles and again like myths things is very cool for Spanner, but also we get to end on such a wholesome scene, him and his mentor playing chess, kind of going back to the kids thing, and then like, why don't you make us some food?
Yeah.
And him kind of like getting like a little bit of closure. Like, it was really cute.
Yeah, it's also really cool too. Like that Valvarad just basically just brushes off like working as a team.
Yeah, I kind of like the vibe that he's on his solitary journey, but if you want to come with him, he won't stop you from following him. He kind of decided on his own way of quote unquote collecting chemis.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an interesting episode next week. Renge episode about. I'm gonna be honest. I saw this guy, and I'm like, "What is going on?"
Oh yeah. The charming Kemi Prince Zuki Empire. So
yeah, just first of all, every time they bring out like some mythological like person, like dude, it's all we got to bring out the white wig.
The white wig.
But also like, I just find it really funny that they're like, "Oh, Renge is in love, Kaijiki." Just the cut to like Kaijiki being in the crowd was really funny. I can't believe next episode is gonna be Renge and Kaijiki join a cult.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also like after kind of some intense episodes with some kind of like dark things in the background, hopefully it's gonna be like a cute, lighthearted episode with like, hey guys, look at this funny thing that happened to Kaijiki.
Oh yeah. I mean, it also says he's a Kemi, so I'm actually wondering, like, what number he's gonna be.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see that as well too. And like because it is a unicorn. Unicorn. Oh no, I was trying to figure out if it's gonna be for Majid or Valrad's thing. I think it might go to Majid.
I should, because he's getting his angel form next one.
Yeah.
So that's hopefully what he's going to use to buy it. But before we get into King Oger, we got some more Boom Boonger stuff. We got to hear the theme song.
Yes, Masaki Endo, who I'm so excited because I believe I'm actually gonna hear him live for the second time in my life.
Nice.
It's because I may be going to Japan again to see Jam Project live, but we'll see.
Hell
but he's a part of Jam Project. I love Jam Project because I'm a huge mecha fan. But the big thing is that he did the theme song to Gal Gaigar, which is like my favorite super robot show of all time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you have epilepsy, do not watch it. It's just like I saw a tweet a couple of weeks ago where they were just like saying, "Man, it's really hard to recommend old anime because sometimes they sometimes they break out some flashing lights that should be considered a war crime." And so,
Honestly, on some of them for sure.
yeah.
He also did a bunch of the like two of the openings for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which is
Was it with Jam Project, I believe, or was it just one?
I think it was with Jam Project.
Makes sense.
I'm just seeing that because I just have his stuff pulled up for like him, so it just tells me that he was credited with those. But
he
I
also
love that the song
he
has the "Don't Stop the Boom Boom" at the beginning. It's so funny.
Don't stop, boom, boom, don't stop, boom, boom. Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, because like it looks like they debuted the song early because I don't believe we've actually ever had this happen where they debut the song at the superhero live. And yeah, they did that, and I was like so like interested in it. So like yeah, it's great. And I said this before stream when we were talking. Oh, sorry, not before before we were recording. But just like Boon Boonjer itself, like with the suits and like the way that everything looks, it has this nice retro feel. The music just sounds like super jazzy. Like there's something about it just feels old school, which is really nice.
I absolutely adore the song. It sounds like it's going to be like really fun, like it's really upbeat. Yeah, like retro is such a good word for it. It really does remind me of like a Saturday morning cartoon like opening.
Yeah,
and it's super energetic. So I'm really looking forward to seeing like the visuals for the opening too.
Yeah, same here. And also like man knows how to scream because like he also sang the opening to Alba Ranger, which is Dino Thunder in America.
God. Yeah, I love the Alba Ranger opening.
Yeah.
No,
it's.
I will say,
it's so
man,
good.
the one guy who really knows how to scream is the guy at the very beginning of the Kyoryuger opening. The guy who's explaining to you the Brave, then his like when he screams right before the theme song starts. That is such a great scream. I love that.
Oh, actually, I believe you haven't actually. You haven't finished Kyoryuger yet, have you?
No, I'm still really early on. I'm like 10 episodes in.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I love that. It's great. But yeah. Like honestly, I'm just like so happy that I get to hear Misaki Endo, and I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. Like this. I was like, I didn't know I wanted this, but I want it. But yeah,
great.
It's great. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Speaking about like other like music news, apparently we might be getting a back on English version of Kemi's story.
Yeah, like I
saw some people talking about it. I found it on YouTube when I was looking up English covers of stuff, and it sounded real. And then it got taken down like immediately, and it was like because of copyright, which makes me think it's real. I saw some other people that have apparently like heard it like on Twitter. They were talking about it. So like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I hope so. It's cool. I like how many versions of the song we're getting. I really like it.
Yeah, it's just a great song. Oh man, but yeah, from something so happy, we have to talk about how serious but amazing this King Odra episode was.
Yeah, Grody back from the dead, or Wrath of the Gods version 2. Immediately, I love the fact that Himeno tries to chase after him. They try to stop him. They get blocked by Doug Dead, but it's immediately like, we can fight, or we could, we have bigger priorities. We got to save the people.
Yeah, and this was great. I love how like this whole thing, like it's really funny because we've only had like 5 actual episodes where they act like a team.
Yeah,
this is one.
Yep, and it's happening. Like what 3 episodes before we.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's amazing because obviously despite all of their like different clashing, like every single time we see them clash, like when they did the body swap episode and a bunch of other stuff, like they all like they all realize that no, we're here for the people. And they have so obviously Shigadum was Shigadum just has vehicles just just so many vehicles through the Shoe Gods. Obviously just keeping everything keeping the infrastructure of the world there, that's in Kosopa. Tofu just has a lot of food, but most importantly, they have a way to get to the underground really easily.
Yeah, I really like the fact that the two big crimes that Tofu and Niskova committed, the rig to rule them all, and the fucking ant tiller system that was too powerful and he was arrested for, became useful things that came back later to actually help people.
Yeah, what was really funny is that the antler system is you just see saying, okay, cool, everyone just come here, and they basically just put this bee striped nail into the ground, and you're like, okay, and it's you think, oh, okay, so it's probably just gonna be markers to lead, but no, it just straight up just opens a hole to the underground, and it's so good, and
it's really funny. For a bit at the beginning, especially when they have some of the Shoe Gods, fly out to deal with some of the threats in space, I'm like, are they going to take all the citizens to space? I had no idea what was happening because, again, you get the antler system, and they just put a little nail, and you're like, oh, maybe there's going to be a beacon here, maybe there's going to be a pickup spot, right? You are not ready for them to just be like, all right, bye, and everything just boop.
Well, what was also super cute about it too was that it's okay, well, because these guys are taking on most of the lift, make sure you put some around the entire castle of Nkosupa to keep that system up, because they're the ones that they need to have the most guaranteed safety. And I'm like, aw,
because they're the ones taking the most risks. No, that was so cool. I liked how it was a lot of the kings and kingdoms reinforcing themselves. The one thing that I feel has been a little bit lacking, which is something I wish I would have seen more just in general of the show. We finally got to see a bit of here, which is Rika dealing with her subjects.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, all of Rita's subjects are just prisoners, so
I know. But I feel like, we could have gotten a bit more characterization of her and just them in general, because, you just know they're prisoners, and we got to see, some what looks like a wild group of escapees, and we found out that she's been letting them escape on purpose just for this day.
Yeah, it's really great too. It's like I can catch you at any time, but you guys, the ones that are willing to escape are also the ones that are most willing to serve the people, because obviously, she's basically implying that people will just stay in jail forever if they don't repent. So
yeah, but I also like the the people who get out, implying that if you get out, it's because you're going to serve people in the future. You're not just going to be a criminal. Which I don't know. I like a good concept of rehabilitation. And again, I feel like this would have been, we had some kind of wacky episodes. I feel like it could have been cool to have a wacky episode of seeing these guys escapes and having Rita just seeing them try to escape, and then Rita's always there to catch them at the end, super nonchalantly.
But at the same time, it's kind of implied because Rita is just that efficient.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It just there's always some stuff that you would want to see.
Yeah, exactly. But we do get another amazing Rackles moment.
Yeah. Rackles talking to the troops was great.
But there's this lady in a wheelchair that isn't able to escape on time, and she denies Rackles Hell's saying, you're the one that you're the one that didn't save us back then. So it's
yeah, and that was rough. I died that day, and when he holds out his hand to him, it's your hands are warm. That's proof that you're alive.
Yeah,
man, God, Rackles has just been such a standout character, especially after the reveal. Oh my God.
And after that, you basically know that he's doing all this, still knowing that he's still gonna be in servitude by the end or dying.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's what makes him so compelling. That he chose to make this sacrifice, and that he's more than willing to, deal with whatever the consequences. He knows he did like unforgivable things in the cause
And he
of, like,
enjoyed it. Yeah.
and he enjoyed it in some cases because, like, power corrupts kind of thing. But at the
Mhm.
same time, he knows that he shouldn't be forgiven for that, and that
Yeah.
he needs to
And
atone, and she should never be remembered like as a good ruler. Like, all of that should be wiped out from the history books.
yeah, man, Rackles is just so good. I love all this Rackle stuff that we're getting.
Yep.
But yeah, like, and after that we finally get to see that, like we I mean Jeremy also, like, didn't really talk about his kingdom much because, he just rules over the Bugnarok. But of course, we dealt with the Bugnarok and they all just didn't know what they were doing. But at the same time,
this
they're just
episode
in between. Yeah.
this episode honestly just made everything like so much worse, like looking back, because the Bugnarok are almost like children. They're just like little guys, and they were basically being used by people either for destruction, or then even, like, now, like, the corpse is being reanimated, and before, they were being used under, not directly, but because of Doug Dead. And, like, they're not bad people, but they're also, like, very, like, childlike and innocent, and it just feel like, it makes you feel even worse that, like, oh yeah, these guys are being taken advantage of just because they look, a little different.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, we see, like, we actually get, like, we actually get to see, like, a full, like, everyone's together, like the world's together underground, and like, it basically just looks like a straight up party down there because, you have Tofu providing food, him, like Ishbana is like, is providing, Ishbana is providing, like, medical assistance for anyone that got injured during the evacuation. But the fact that, like, you feel proud when the evacuation is over. They said the number of casualties was 0. Like, you just, like,
Yep,
you
and I
really
love that
sit
that like Gira grabs everyone together, and they're like, "We
Yeah.
did it!" Like, him and he grabs like a bunch of them, and they grab each other, and like Jeremy grabs 2 other people, and like they just come together, and then they just beat the shit out of Grody, and we get to have a mech fight, which we haven't seen in a couple episodes.
Yeah, like, This series is like, it's like, if we're gonna have a mech fight, we want to make sure we do it, and like, we only had like 2-3 episodes with the actual like full on CG mech fight, which is really funny coming off of King Odr. Or not, I was like Dawn Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, hey, like I said, I don't mind the CG fights for stuff that the suit actors can't do, but I do love a good suit fight. And
yeah,
honestly, it was just nice seeing Grody, out of all people, just get like destroyed, like demolished. Like, I feel like also the most incredibly satisfying part is seeing him wake up in the world of the dead. And it's incredibly loud because of all the people he's been filling with it.
Yeah, and but what was great about it too was that, like, say, finally death, it's quiet, and he basically just is not able to. He's not able to relax at all anymore.
Nope, because it's immediately the spirits of everyone else. Just it's noisy, it's loud, and now he has to deal with this forever. Man, such a good setup. I loved seeing everyone together. Doug Dead finally coming out. You better entertain me next episode.
Ooh, yeah, I'm excited. We have 2 episodes left, so, like, we are getting, like, this basically is straight up, like, just calling a shot for a 2-part finale, and oh man.
Yep, and we get to see a scene of people, like, almost what looks like evacuating a ship into a forest, and it's like all the regular people. So I wonder if they're gonna have people evacuate to, like, another planet.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling they're probably going back to Earth, maybe.
Possible.
Or, I mean, yeah, it's possible they're going back to Earth, but we'll see. But, like, we do get to see. Man, I forgot what was the awakened form again? With, like, where they get
like the Fangs of Liberation.
Yeah, Fangs of Liberation. Yeah, we're definitely going to see the Fangs of Liberation mode again.
Which is cool, because it was kind of disappointing that they brought it out, and they were like, 1 episode is all you get with that, basically.
Well, at the same time, they were wrecked after that episode.
I know. But it was really cool, and I wanted to see it more.
Yeah, but man, like, the fact that this episode's named "Farewell, Our Beloved People," I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a final fight, them being the last people on the planet with Doug Dead.
Yeah,
and that way it could be like an all-out brawl.
Exactly. So yeah, I think yeah, and also it looks like we're getting mostly an untransformed. Oh, actually, wait, was it untransformed? I couldn't tell. But yeah, like yeah, we were getting a non-mech fight mostly. It looks like. So so I'm like excited to see what else we get here.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff going on. God, yeah. Again, this episode was just nice seeing everyone come together because they're not always like a cohesive unit, but when they are, they work well together. And
yeah, they can pierce the universe.
Pierce the universe, and they're not beating those allegations as always.
Yeah, we'll see how it ends up this next episode.
Yeah, I mean we still got 3 episodes to go. They pull out a big drill
actually,
in the last
2 episodes, I believe.
2 episodes. Okay. I mean, if they pull out a drill in the last one, we know.
Yeah, we know.
But yeah. With that, thank you so much for listening as always, and we will see you later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
Our Unending Love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe,
and hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.